Have a great Sunday, everyone. This is awesome time we got in here in Tayarra and Tayarra Hub community. I would love to really welcome the Onlygems Finance team in here today for Open to Tayarra Hub for the vision. Well, guys, I will let you the word to introduce yourselves, the role in the team. So just pick up the word and let's kickstart this amazing aim.
Hi guys, we are Onlygems Finance. We just introduced ourselves. We're gonna start with Neil.
Hi guys, good evening from the UK. I'm the UK member of the team. I've been around the crypto space since about 2017 now. Beginning of last year, ventured into the BSC, which is obviously where I met the other guys on the team and most of our mods as well. My main roles at Onlygems are HR and assisting TJ with marketing side of things. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kuro. I'm also one of the co-founders at Onlygems Finance. We manage all the aspects of the project together, but I'm more in the charge of our developments. I'm scheduling meetings with our third-party developers. I'm making sure that everything is on track. Lately, I have been helping with NFT collection, which I will be showing you some examples of it on my screen later. And I'm also in the charge of our contract. I can do some basic stuff with it, like change taxes and stuff like this. And yeah, that's mainly what I do in our team. Thank you.
Hi. My name is DJ, and sorry, and I do mostly of the stuff about. I do mostly the marketing. Sorry for this. Yeah, I'm from Germany. I do the marketing because I'm having a marketing and business background, and yeah, so I'm scheduling all the AMAs and talking, setting up partnerships. Yeah, so that's me.
Awesome. Thank you for the introduction. And let's start with a spicy question. Like, how did you guys manage to start Onlygems? Like, who had the idea, or what was the original idea behind what led to the creation of Onlygems Finance?
So basically, this is a rebrand. So we had a token before which called Shitface Inu. We started to plan that in November, and we was taking like 5 to 6 months planning, and we launched it in March. It was up for 3 weeks, and then the problem started that influencers didn't want us to promote us, even we are audited, KYC, etc. And we ended up having a problem in CMC to get listed there. And then was also the time when we start to get cheated. Also, we didn't have any utilities to this time, really. So it was just a pipe dream, let's just say it like this. We paused trading, and then 2 of our Shitface Eno team members, they had health issues and they left us. And then we were thinking, what can we do? And we didn't want to give up after all the time of working, sleepless nights, 14, 15, 16 hours a day. You know how it is having a project. And we was asking the community, you're up for like a rebrand, a relaunch. We're gonna come with something serious back, and we bring utilities ready at launch. Nobody complained. Everybody was with us all the way, and we put a poll up for like a name choice, and that's how Onlygems Finance was born. So we decided to go with the Gems theme, bringing utilities ready, and yeah, so that's actually our backstory.
Yes. So I see. So like this is the kind of portion of the supply going towards the existing holders, or am I mistaken?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have 28% of old holders. Some of this, of course, is like $10, $5. They probably have it as a forgotten investment. And we know all the big wallets. If you go in BSC scan, check for the contract, we all know that big wallets, and they with us all the way. We have their support every day. We're talking with them, and yeah, they want to give us a chance, so
Yeah,
like
awesome,
some people
awesome.
will be very worried about, since it's a rebrand relaunch. But if you look in BSC scan, 1 BNB in the pre-sale is going to put you on spot number 100 in BSC scan as a holder list. So means there's lots of small holders only. So yeah.
Yeah, so this is like it's not your first crypto project experience at all. You got some like experience in the crypto or running the project. Maybe I will ask, like, is the team the same, or how big the team is behind?
So we have 3 people, 3 people in the core team. We have seven mods, international mods, which are with us on daily basis. We have daily meetings with them. We're gonna let them also, like, they're working really hard for it. Even there was no payment now in the post-trading time, they're working with us. And we're doing our blockchain stuff together with Brew Labs. So we're having a partnership with them, and they're helping us along all the blockchain questions we have. For our experience in crypto, we are all like 1.5, 2, 3 years in crypto. We was working as mods in other projects. One of this went to 120x, and we was working closely always together with the core team. So we got also their built-in ideas and suggestions, and we built up ourselves a pretty good network of known people also. So yeah, networking is the way to go, and it's very important.
Awesome. And like, are you guys running the project as a registered company, or like what's the legal part of the Onlygems?
So for now, it's a blockchain thing. When we tell about our utilities, we're thinking about one utility building up to a registered company. So that's also the way when we probably gonna docs. For now, we just KYC. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So maybe let's start with the main part and like the events, what you were expecting in short. Let me guys tell more, or let's introduce the idea on the public pre-sale or pre-sale at all, like when it is going to take, so the community knows like when to expect to prepare their BNBs, and so let's talk about this event as it is coming according to your Telegram, and like let's talk.
So public pre-sale is in 26 hours. So tomorrow, 13th of June at 6 p.m. UTC. It will be a soft cap of 60 BNB, a hard cap of 80 BNB. 100% of those will go on in the liquidity, and this will be locked for 6 months. Our pre-sale platform we choose to go is CoinLocator, because they don't charge token. They only charge a flat fee, and that's it. If like the likes of Pinkster, they're collecting tokens plus money, and we all know what they're doing with their tokens if you don't buy them back from them.
I mean, we touched a bit the supply part with the existing holders. Maybe I'm kind of intrigued to check and see, describe a bit more about the supply pie. So maybe just if you could post the pie chart or show in the screen share into chat, and let's dig into the parts and briefly introduce like why you got it there, and why it is a good idea, and that will drive the price up and stable.
Yeah, so for our pie chart, like we said, we have total supply is 100 billion. So we have 28% of those will be existing holders. We distributed tokens. I think there's 3% left of those. We put a deadline out, and if the people will not change their tokens to this deadline, we're gonna burn that, the rest of it. So we have 15% allocated for staking. We have 10% allocated for future exchanges. 10% will be for future burns. We have the PancakeSwap liquidity, 9.6% liquidity. We have a pre-sale of 9.6%. We have games for the future. If we want to do a P2E game, allocated 8%. We're going to burn 4.8% at launch. We have a team wallets, everybody 1%, so 3% in tokens, 3% for the core team. We will not touch it, so it will just be there. So because we want to have of course you want to have a share of the company which you're building, you know.
Yeah, true.
And we have a 2% mod wallet. That mod wallet will accumulate BNB rewards, which we have in our tokenomics, and this BNB rewards will be there to pay the mod salaries. So they will not get the tokens, they will just get the BNB rewards from the tokens. So we can make sure all our mods, they will be motivated straightforward to bring that project a lot of volume, and they're getting BNB rewards. Yeah,
so far, I got only the like a question on the existing holders. So now it is clarified. We know why it is there, and maybe let's touch the vesting, if there is any vesting. You know, like sometimes it happens that the project like don't even touch the vesting. So if you got any vesting ongoing, what is your approach?
No, we have not vested. We will not vest them. We hate vesting to be impersonal, so we will not do that with some people as well. If old holders want to sell, let them sell. We have backup plans for the case they do it. For my daily conversations with lots of holders, everybody is with us, so they want to give us a chance because we come prepared this time. We bring a lot of stuff ready at launch. So that's why we don't vest, you know. So why would you do that to people if you don't like it as well? You know, I'm in a project. They collected tokens in October, I think, and it's gonna still vested now for 12 months when they launch. So I lost actually a lot of money with it. So I would never do that to somebody. I would never keep somebody hostage.
Yeah, and like the rest of the tokens, let's say for the mods or so, are you gonna lock those tokens somewhere, or is it gonna be like available to team to handle, or how do you manage this aspect?
So all our tokens which we have allocated is in a multi-sig wallet. So in case there will be an opportunity for an exchange, we can get them out. You need 2 out of 3 signatures to do it.
Awesome.
We wanted to do 3, but what is if somebody is going in a hospital and you can't reach him? So that doesn't work. So we have 2 out of 3. Gives a little bit security, and it looks just much nicer in the holder list when there's a contract signed before also.
Right. All good. So this action is done. Guys, are there any taxes, and like what's the purpose?
Yeah, so we have 10% buy tax, 10% sell tax, both the same. 3% will be marketing and development wallet. 3% will be BNB rewards to holders. 1% will be staking. 1% will be liquidity. 1% will be salary tax for us, and 1% will be treasury. To say before we start telling what the treasury is, I know you guys have been in BNB rewards tokens, which are selling itself to death because it's just keep on selling. Our contract will not do that. Our contract needs to be triggered to sell. So there's a threshold. I'm not sure how high it is right now, but only when that threshold is hit, the contract will sell for BNB rewards. So it can never sell itself to death. It needs to be triggered.
Yeah. All good. So like the taxes are going to be sent in BNB, or is there any kind of future of the liquefy into some other currency?
So marketing and development is in BNB, so we don't need to sell tokens. BNB rewards is in BNB. Treasury tax is a buyback, will also be in BNB. Staking tax will be in BNB, and it's going to be also buyback. So if you need the tokens, gives you a little bit freedom, you know, if marketing is a little bit empty, it gives you also a little bit freedom. Liquidity tax is, I think, also in BNB, and of course salary also. So it's all BNB. It's not gonna anything with token. we don't want to sell tokens, and we will not give also tokens to influencers and stuff like this.
Awesome. So let's move to like post lunch or
okay. Sorry,
lunch.
I just got one. I just got one thing. Sorry, LP tax is in LP tokens, so it's in tokens. LP tax. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's touch the DeFi aspect and the appreciation of your holding. So according to the white paper, you're going to have the staking released shortly after the launch. So I read through the white paper, but for the community and listeners, guys, let's introduce like what the formats would be, what the taxes would be, fees, and the APR. So what we can expect out of the staking.
Yeah, so I just gave up to Kuro. He will share his screen direct, and then he can show you direct why we're doing this, our dashboard, and he will explain you how it works and how it looks like.
Hello. So I'm gonna I'm gonna share my screen right now. Okay, I think you can see it now.
We can see.
So yeah, I will come to staking a bit later. It's here, but this is our whole dashboard that we've made together with Brew Labs. One thing that we didn't talk about is our utilities, and one of our utilities is also a graphic design business that we've named The Mine. We have actually assembled a team of graphic designers that works for us now, and we will talk a little bit more about that later. But one of their works was also this dashboard. So we've actually made this dashboard, the front end and the UI design in-house. So it is our work, but all the coding and the backend stuff and smart contracts were created by Brew Labs, our third-party developers. So it kind of makes a great collaboration with them. But yeah, this is our dashboard. This is a tracker here. So you will be able to see how much BNB rewards you have received, how much is that in USD value, in Onlygems tokens. You will see here the live chart and a little bit more about liquidity pool informations here. And you will also see the dates and times of your recent dividends payout list from BNB rewards. And then, yeah, the next thing that is also on the dashboard is what you asked now about the staking. So we have 3 staking pools. The first one is unlocked pool with a small with the deposit fee of 2%, and then we have 2 locked pools with 45 days and 90 days lock duration, and they both have a small withdrawal fee of 0.3 and 0.1%. And one good thing about the staking is that we have BNB rewards from our tokenomics, like we've mentioned before. And the good thing about staking is that even if you stake your Onlygems tokens, you still get the BNB rewards that you would get even if you didn't stake. So it means that there is no hesitation, there is no second thoughts about staking your tokens, because in any case you will get the BNB rewards. So that's pretty good thing about our staking. You can see it right here, BNB reflected, you will see here, and the Onlygems tokens earned, you will see here, and then you can compound the BNB or harvest it, for example. So compound means that you put it back into staking, or harvest means that you've taken it out to your wallet. And then we also have a nice calculator here. If you click the button here, we have a calculator that calculates how much how much you will earn in 1 day, 7 days, 30 days, 1 year, and even 5 years time on your Onlygems tokens amount. And also in the calculator is also incorporated the compounding event on 1 day, 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days. And you will see here the current value at current rates when the time comes. And yeah, about the APIs, we will know exact numbers probably like after 1 week, when people it varies from the start, before it stabilizes. It usually takes around a week before all the holders are in the pools, but we will try to aim to about 30% to 40% API, which we think is a good amount, and it is also sustainable for longer periods of time. So yeah, that's about our staking.
Awesome. Loving the dashboard. The dashboard gonna be like fully working on launch, or like when you are expecting to have the staking live after launch? Like how long?
Probably we're talking just hours after launch, so it will be very quick because the smart contracts are already created. We just need to, when the token is launched, we just need to connect with smart contracts, and that's it. So it's gonna be pretty soon. So let's say on the first day, or maybe if there's, I don't know, maybe you never know what happens, but it's gonna be on the same day or on the next few days definitely. But yeah, very soon after launch.
Awesome. So guys, if you really plan to hold some of the OGEM, you can see now the dashboard. I think it looks awesome, and the staking gonna be available quite soon. So to make sure you understand this concept, just hit the white paper, go through. There are like a lot of described functionalities and such. So awesome work, guys. Let's move. According to white paper, there is a 1% tax on buys and sells, which fills the treasury with BNB. If the community didn't read the white paper, could you explain how the treasury works, and like what is the idea or the utility, what it drives to the whole value of the OGEM token, and what they can expect from the treasury to be happening in this intertwining utility, let's say?
So yeah, thank you for the question. So yeah, treasury is definitely one of the most, if not the most important thing in our ecosystem, and that is because our treasury actually makes buybacks of our native coin. So treasury is actually a smart contract, so it's actually a professional way of doing buybacks. And we have, like you said, we have 1% on buys and sells in our tokenomics, which directly fills our treasury with BNB. And then we have utilities, like I mentioned you before, the mine, which is our graphic design studio, and then CoinLocator in the short-term roadmap is also going to be bringing the revenue into our treasury in the form of BNB. And then the treasury uses that BNB to buy back our coins, which consequently then drives our price up and creates higher price force as well. And another thing that is great about our treasury, it is very transparent. People can check it at any times and to see how much BNB is in there and to see how much tokens already our treasury has bought. And then those tokens are safely stored there. It's also a safety measurement because you can only operate with 5% per month from tokens, from the treasury. Only 5% per month is allowed for us to transfer. So yeah, it's also a safety measurement, and it's good, for some investors.
We touched the mine. Could you introduce what is mine and what it brings to the whole OGEM value?
Yeah, so like I said, we have assembled a team of graphic designers that works now for us. And if you've checked our website, our introduction videos, Telegram stickers, everything you see in the terms of graphic designs, even the dashboard that I showed to you, the design of it, everything was, designed by this very mine, that we will talk now about. So yeah, we actually offer a lot of different services, such as animated videos, websites, banner ads, logo design, NFT art, white paper design, and Telegram stickers and much more. Even from fiat world, we can make you anything that you want. But yeah, we are currently concentrating in the crypto space. And actually, the first question probably is for everybody: how does this benefit, Onlygems tokens, Onlygems Finance? So yeah, actually, it's a pretty simple concept. So every profit that we get from our mine services, the part of this revenue that we earn from it will go back into the treasury, like I mentioned, and the other portion of it will go for salaries of our graphic designers. So it's pretty pretty simple concept, but yeah, that's how our treasury is going to be filled with BNB, and that's how it's going to drive up the price of our token. So that's actually how it works. And another good thing about the mine is that we have actually a 5% commissions on each referral that you give to the mine. So it means that every person can refer as a project, and they get 5% from that price that they've ordered something. So you also get a passive income, another chance to get passive income in our ecosystem amongst all of the other possibilities that we have in our ecosystem. So yeah, that was a little bit about the mine.
And like this is very unique and interesting concept. Guys, do you have like any projects in the pipeline looking for the mine's utility, or have you done any kind of research on like if this gonna drive really projects to use your services? Also, you can maybe mention like how big is the team, at least from our point of view. Like for example, with us in Tayarra, we got guys around 20 to 22 members working on the graphics side. So like I know the graphics can be kind of really handy to have some good team. So have you done any scouting, like do projects like?
Yeah, actually we've got a few inquiries for it already, but we didn't really market our mine too much. We've been concentrating purely on Onlygems Finance and its launch, But soon after launch, when we have time for the mine, we will make a separate marketing campaign and really, get the name out there and show it to other people, But yeah, we have what's good about it is that it is backed by community, which I think it's a great way, because that's how it can go around like this much better than if it's only one company, So it's easier to shield it like this. And we also another good thing that we're doing is that we are creating partnership throughout the space with certain call channels and lounges, and that gives us additional exposure for it, But yeah, about the team, so we have just a couple of graphic designers at the moment, but the good thing is that we have good connections, and the graphic designers that currently work for us, they know, they have a lot of contacts, and if we need, to expand the team, we can easily do it. So it's not a problem if we are overloaded with work. It won't be a problem for us to get more workers on it. But yeah, it was a good question.
Like that's definitely better, since like if we are kind of in choppy markets and you need to let's say handle the budget well, makes sense for me. But I'm very happy that you are saying that you already have some kind of projects waiting in the pipeline, and in the white paper you refer this as to a real world utility. So you're going to approach both the crypto side, like projects, and something from the real world. Could you drop a word on that and explain?
So by the term real world utility, it's more meant like it's not essentially based something on a blockchain or smart contracts. It's just bringing the revenue from the real world company, let's say, to the treasury. That's how it's meant, the real world. But yeah, we can easily, we will be more concentrated in the crypto space, definitely. But there is no limit for it. We can easily expand to do even the services for other purposes, not only for crypto projects. But yeah, that's why it is the term real world utility. It is meant for it.
Awesome. Yeah, like I understand. So this was like kind of the first touch of the futures you guys gonna launch or release. You are working on something that caught my attention, and that is CoinLocator. Guys, just briefly introduce. I got a bit of a questions on that, since really it is something awesome, and I think it got a potential. But what's CoinLocator? Let's explain to listeners.
Yeah, so actually, if I can go just a little bit back, so if we check our development roadmap, we have currently just started to work on, and it's being worked on as we speak, our NFT minter. So NFT contract is being created at this moment, and then when that is finished, we can go online with NFT minting very soon after launch, actually. And after that is finished, we will do NFT staking, that we will have very soon the utilities for those NFTs. And after the NFT staking is done, then we will start working as soon as possible. We will start working on the CoinLocator. So yeah, it's very, very, it's not very far away. It's pretty much soon it's going to start its development. So yeah, if I can talk a little bit more about it. So yeah, it's another thing that we will make together with the Brew Labs, our third-party developers. Like I said, we've made the first UIs for our dashboard, and that's how we will also create CoinLocator. We will make the whole look of it, make the front-end designs, and Brew Labs, which are great executors, they will help us with all our ideas that we have for CoinLocator, which I think they are pretty great. So yeah, if I can talk a little bit more about CoinLocator, it's actually a next generation listing platform for and also a tracking platform for all the coins. And why I say next generation is that because it's not going to be only based on a simple website languages, but it's actually going to be a Web3 based. It's going to be implemented with smart contracts. So yeah, it will actually have smart contract incorporation, and some of those smart contracts we will also incorporate with our treasury, and actually we will have some features there on our CoinLocator which people will then use, and all of those features will then it will be payable, so you will have to pay for some features, and all of those features will go back into the treasury contract with BNB. So when the people use it, and if they use it a lot, there is going to be quite some nice revenue for the treasury as well. But we also have actually, like I said, we have partnered with few cold channels. We have some great ideas how we will actually implement CoinLocator with those cold channels. But I don't want to tell too much because you know how it is. It is a competitive space out there. So we will keep some some secrets for ourselves right now. But when time comes, everything will be revealed, and we will also show some sneak peeks when the time comes.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it will be different from all the other platforms. And yeah,
like completely understand. I wanted to ask like how does it function? Let's forget. But I think the most important part I wanted to ask about is what are the benefits for the holders? So for example, if I understand it right, you will list some of the project on the site of yours, and right now, like all the public can see the project, or it's gonna be some kind of tiered to OGM holders.
So actually, that's the next question, which I didn't probably talk too much about it, how it actually benefits our ecosystem. So it's actually pretty simple. I've actually went around and checked some other platforms, how much they earn actually just from promoting stuff through their platforms and from the listings, etc. And AMAs and stuff like this. For example, CoinSniper, I've made some calculations. They made about $400,000 per month, and CN token also like 200,000 and stuff like this. And actually, we will do something very much similar, but it's going to be next generation platform, like I mentioned. But we will also do all of those promotions and also the things with smart contracts that I've mentioned, and all of those revenue, like I said, it will go back into the treasury. So it potentially, I've played a little with numbers, and potentially after a few months, after the CoinLocator is up and running, we can have, per month we can have easily a couple of $100,000s going into the treasury, and just imagine that you don't even need, investors, because there will be a treasury buying back the coins, and it can drive up the price easily like this, because the CoinLocator alone can bring some nice revenue to the treasury. and that's exactly how our CoinLocator will help Onlygems tokens.
Awesome.
If you understand the concept.
About the projects, like, are those gonna be cross-chain or only focused to some of the chains, like BSC or so?
Well, we will start with BSC, but after some time, we will definitely expand to other networks. Especially we are looking into bridging to Ethereum network, So that's gonna probably be our next network. But yeah, for now we will, start everything from BSC, and also, because, like I said, CoinLocator will have some, you will be able to connect to your wallet with it for some features. So that's why we think it's better to be built on BSC network because it has lower fees. So we will probably stay on BSC for some time, but we will definitely expand to more networks as well as time goes on.
Yeah, awesome. We touched briefly about our team, and I see you guys are planning to release NFTs. So, have you got like any showcase teaser, maybe a video on how the NFTs gonna look, what we can expect from the price, supply, and the utility driven by those NFTs? Let's talk about the NFTs and like what's the utility behind?
Okay, sure. So yeah, it's actually the full collection is already generated. So if you can see on my screen, there are already actually those are going to be NFTs. They just have to be minted, and the contract must be created. But yeah, those are essentially our NFTs. We will have 6 different rarities. So if we go now and check the rarities, and actually the rarities are based from colors. So different color means different rarity. So if we go from the common one, so the most common one is this one. It is a common rarity. It is a blue one, our signature color. Then we have uncommon one. It's this one. It's a green one. We have the white one. It's a rare one. Then we have we have ultra rare out here. So the red one is ultra rare, and then we have the legendary. Okay, it's here. So the legendary is also blue, but it has this golden border around it, and that's how you will know it's a legendary. And there is actually only 49 of them, and it makes them very, very rare. You're gonna be very happy if you get the legendary one. And there is actually one extra rarity, which is only one of them, and we've named it the only gem, and it's actually just one amongst the 2000 NFTs. So and I don't want to show it to you guys. We want to keep it as a secret. But yeah, you will know when you get it because it is a little bit different. And yeah, the next thing is about NFTs is like you said, it's utility. We don't want to give just a nice art. We want to actually bring utility to those NFTs. And like I've mentioned before, we will actually have NFT staking for them. And the more rare is your NFT, the better staking return and API you will get. So that's another great thing about rarities. And we will also have NFT lottery on each on 75 mints. There will be a lucky draw for NFT holders and for some prizes. You will be able to collect the prize or actually the price for of that prize, and you will know a little bit more about that when the time comes. And we will actually have a few other utilities for NFTs, which will be announced very soon, actually in a few days, before NFTs comes out. But yeah, we will actually have a few different utilities, but two most interesting ones, I would say, are NFT staking and NFT lottery.
Yeah, so
and the price,
if I understand that well, each of the rarity of those NFTs gonna be weighted, and by this weight, you will be earning some percentage of the pool. Let's say the better the rarity, the better the APR. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. Because we have in the metadata, every if you know some things, probably you have NFT project, right? So you probably know more than I. But we have the metadata for each NFT, and our developers will actually, we have in the metadata also informations about rarities. So actually, what our developers will do is they will base the staking API from those metadata informations about rarity. That's how they will be able to do different APIs for different rarities.
Awesome. As we are touching the kind of NFTs, GameFi part, in the white paper, there is a section for the games. And I couldn't really get a grasp on which kind of games it is saying play to win. So the first question is maybe let's say what kind of we can expect from play to win. Is it similar to play to earn, or how does that work?
So yeah, it's actually a pretty simple concept, because the thing about play to earn games is that they bring additional possibility of dumping, if you know what I mean, additional selling pressure, because a lot of play to earn projects die because of that, because of this style. So that's why we've actually implemented, we will create play to win games, which is actually a simple concept. It means that every week we will have, we will have a leaderboard which will show top scores, and that's why it is called play to win, because those top scores will be airdropped with BUSD or BNB, or later when we have a more sustainable market cap, even Onlygems tokens. We will see, but that's how actually it will work. We will have, and those games will be very, very simple games. Those will be like arcade style games. Like for example, like Flappy Bird or something like this. It will be very simple, and you will be able to check your score on the leaderboard. That's something we are working on right now as well. And also by the games, we actually mean like not only play to win games in this way. We actually have different contests as well, like buy competitions and giveaways and different games in our voice chats as well. So that's another way you will be able to win some prizes, and that's why they are called play to win mini games.
Yeah. So now we know the game, we know the NFTs. Would you be able, if I would purchase one of those NFTs, use them somehow in the game, or it is like two different worlds?
No, it's two different worlds for now. Yeah, those NFTs, this first collection, it won't be incorporated in this game. So actually, it will be, there's two separate worlds, like you said.
Well, also that games is just very mini games, arcade style. So the NFTs will never be in that game. If we in the future thinking about to make a P2E game, then we think about to implement them. But this is, if we do that, it's very far on our roadmap. Everybody knows how much a game costs, and it will be an empty promise if I tell you I bring a game. So we are not going to advertise any big P2E game. But we will bring more utility for the NFTs in our ecosystem. I got some ideas I wrote down, and I have like 5 to 6 utilities written down, which is possible for it in the next 2 months. So yeah, so will be interesting.
Yeah. Now, to make it clear, like when can we expect the event of the launch of NFTs and the game gonna happen, and also what platform we can expect to be deployed? So for both NFTs, like what will be the marketplace where we will find the NFTs to be able to buy? What will be the currency we will be buying in? And for the game, it's gonna be like for the browser, app store, desktop. Let's talk about the practical side to really get to know where and how.
So yeah, so the NFTs, we have tomorrow our last meeting about this one. I heard last week it might be ready already. So we confirmed it tomorrow, and we we're targeting to bring that in the next 1 to 2 weeks. It looks very good. You will be able to mint them on our homepage. So we have our dashboard, we have our NFT inventory and our NFT minter on it. And we're going to list them when they're up and running on Tofu NFT for the start. And also you can add a percentage in Tofu NFT when somebody buys and sells a token, the NFT, then we'll go a percentage of this one will go add also in the treasury. So even when somebody buys and sells, it will always benefit the project. As to the game, it's going to be an HD, like it's going to be a browser game. I heard something about App Store and iTunes or something. Play Store and App Store. Yeah, sorry.
All good.
Yeah, but for now it's going to be starting up when it's live in a browser for now, and then we see where it goes.
All right. Guys, let's go to this section. I mean, I needed to touch it since we are the Gamify projects, kind of making the database, the network for all of the projects. The next part is very intriguing because we are going to touch the Project X. Guys, this is the future plans section is full of vibrant ideas. Could you introduce maybe part by part? I know you don't want to disclose, but just to drop a bit of this kind of mystery to us, to get us excited and what we could expect.
Cool.
Yeah, so actually, we have our short-term development roadmap. Like I said, after NFT staking is done, we will move to CoinLocator, which will take some time, probably a few months actually, because it's going to be a bit complicated. It's made through smart contracts, and it's also going to cost some money. But when that is finished and when it's up and running, we will look into expanding to some more projects. First will be Project X actually, and it's a great addition to CoinLocator. I didn't see any kind of such platforms at the moment in the current market. I have seen actually a few tries, but no one of them actually produced something successful. But let's just say it's going to be a platform which will be a great addition to CoinLocator. And it is going to actually benefit. It is going to benefit different developers and different sellers actually. So it is going to be like a platform which will not only benefit Onlygems ecosystem and our treasury, but also other people, other service offerers. Yeah, that's but I really don't want to talk too much about Project X. That's actually on our long-term roadmap. As you can see on white paper, it is marked as a concept, so it actually means that it is in the brainstorming phase still. So yeah, it's actually quite some time from now we will start working on that.
Yeah,
and further
sure.
down the road we will also make our DEX. That's also something that we've planned, and it's actually for each development we want to add something that has never been done before, because we think it's important to add something extra to each of your developments, and something interesting we've really discussed about for our DEX. It is it's actually going to benefit project owners to list your project on our decentralized exchange. And how exactly, you will know more soon when we soon when we start developing, and when development commences, you will learn more about how exactly project owners will benefit from listing our projects on our decentralized exchange. But yeah, that's just a sneak peek into the long-term future about Onlygems.
Yeah, cool. Maybe guys, let's talk a bit about the roadmap. And so far, what you've achieved, and are you in line, or how are you dealing with the milestones you are setting, and what we can expect since launch? Like, are you guys on the road with the times and dates, or how does it look? Maybe share the roadmap. Yes, you are sharing. Awesome. Great.
Yeah. So
yes.
Oh, okay. You want, or yeah? If you want, you can.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, just to say our roadmap is not divided in times. We divided it in phases. So we make sure we don't bring empty promises in and putting a deadline there which we can't hold maybe. So we work parallel on our phases. So if we see something in phase 3 is before phase 2 possible, then we're going to do this one first. For this one now, we are in phase 1 still. So we started the mine, audit is done with Desert Finance, dashboard is done, contract is done. It just needs to be connected. We are in a marketing phase right now, which we're having AMA tour right now. We're getting some calls out, some Twitter. We're working on partnerships. We have our white paper and website done. Launch will be on Tuesday, and then we can start with staking and all that stuff like Web3 logo. We're going to bring our NFT launch then shortly after. And like we said, we're going to work on CoinLocator. Working on exchanges. If we get exchange a very good opportunity before, then why not? We're planning a CertiK audit, probably after CoinLocator, I would say. We try to hire a few more blockchain devs for our own work so we can expand the mine with blockchain services as well. We're working on a merge store, which probably I'm going to start next week as well already. And then we have our long-term goals like Project X, our DEX, and a metaverse if the trend is still there for metaverse. It's always the thing with metaverse and stuff like this. When there's no trend and you know that nobody wants to do that anymore, then do something else. We have very good ideas, so we can also put something else there.
Awesome. I think this was a very cool way of explaining the white paper. I think it is important to touch the community as well, because if you got the community that trusts, that holds, that actually knows what is the project behind, and what is the roadmap, what are events, this is very important and key to every single project. So guys, how are you approaching the community? How are you using the socials? Where we can find you? Maybe you can share the link tree to the all chat, the main chat. Let's talk about the community approach. How do you handle that?
So yeah, we have competitions ongoing. We have a shell competition. We pay dailies our shellers. Around first one we get $25, second one will be $20, third one will be $50. So we give $55, $40, $50 or $60 away every day to them. We're gonna have AMAs with giveaways also. Like we don't keep our AMAs only boring. We give something away to the community. After launch, of course, we're gonna have BNB buy competitions. We're gonna do last buy, biggest buy, stuff like this. We're gonna play Telegram games with them. We try to be very active in a voice chat after launch, and we have some gift competition right now. So the best gift will be added in the buy board. So yeah, we try to do a lot of competitions. We're gonna try to hear the opinions of our investors. So if they have suggestions, we're always listening to them. We don't say like 1 year in, 1 year out. So that's how to go with the community. You know,
Yeah.
Don't treat them only as your investors. Treat them as your friends. How you want to be treated.
True. Guys, I kind of forgot the part about the partnerships. It's kind of necessary to have some sort of backers or kind of at the scout. So are you looking forward to have some partnerships, or are there any established or maybe in a pipeline?
So we have 2 partnerships with some launches, which is Jesus launch and Aria codes. So in Jesus launch, we are already like in their welcome message. So direct when somebody comes in, we're going to be advertised there. Aria, I think she will promote us in her own private launch. I have another project which we're lining up in the next week. Fits good together with what we're doing. And I have a couple more core channels which I talked to already. Because we think really that's the way to go with partnerships and networks and marketing. We saw a lot of projects spending money on marketing and it didn't lead to anything, because they want to do everything alone. It's not possible in that time anymore. We have to work together.
So I am hearing sorry to be jumping. I'm hearing kind of the launch. So let's touch the marketing also. So your way, I've seen you are doing a lot of AMAs. How do you approach the marketing part? I know it's kind of, we questioned it every time, but it's important to know.
For this one, I have an AMA 2 ongoing since 1.5 weeks. We have daily 1 AMA. We have today 2, we have one more. We have one big one tomorrow. We have some partnerships ongoing. We do more. We're getting a few calls before pre-sale out, but we only have 80 BNB to fill, so it doesn't bring me anything to spend now, 200 BNB. So I'm ramping up the marketing on Tuesday a little bit more. But we're going mainly with partnerships and networks as well, because it's really difficult in this time to say what works, what not, and trying out. It's no reason to try out. If you spend 50 BNB on marketing, it doesn't bring anything, then you would have just rather do a 50 BNB buyback, and it probably wouldn't bring more. So it's very difficult.
This is why I came up with this vision of Tayarra Hub, because spending a ton of money, for example, on some of the best callers or best communities and get the hype, usually it ends up with the giveaway ongoing and just voila, it's there. But we need to have this learning curve in the community. So this is exactly why I love the way you are doing the marketing. And yes, I can agree with the part. So we touch the community, we touch the marketing. We need to touch the security also. Is your token or contract pre-audited, or what are the future plans? I know there are some hints in the white paper. Let's talk.
Yeah, so our contract we have now is audited by Desert Finance. Our contract is a fork of our old contract, Shitface Inu, which was audited by TechRate. So I would say actually our contract is audited 1.5 times, I would say. We are KYC with CookieCell, our launchpad provider, and Kuro is docs to them as a contract owner. So we will docs after everything goes smooth and the cheats are out, who's desthreatening you in your DMs. Then we're gonna docs also. Then our staking pools come from Brewlabs. They are CertiK audited. And our treasury is also a Brewlabs fork, and it's also CertiK audited as well. Like I said, our 100% of our hard cap, soft cap will go in the liquidity, will be locked for 6 months, and all the token allocated we have will be in multi-sig wallets. So that's for the security.
Awesome. A lot of times we see projects kind of hiring external developers. It doesn't always work, but how do you deal with those both external and internal threats?
Kuro is sitting here now since 10 months and studying blockchain contracts. He's pretty good. Like our last launch, we didn't get sniped at all, and we was pretty hyped. And we was expecting to get sniped, but we haven't, because he took very, very good care of the contract. Like I said, our wallets are multi-sig wallets, and we don't keep our keys on a computer. We keep them, everybody, on a piece of paper, like it is supposed to be. So everybody should not keep their keys in a digital device. So Kuro can add a little bit more about this one.
So yeah, about we have, like I said, we have external developers, which are actually very good developers. They have been around the space for quite some time now, and yeah, they are very, very, very based, very trusted. They have a lot of customers as well. They have a lot of contracts approved by Certic, and like TJ said, we also have their forks, which are essentially then certified by Certic as well. But yeah, there aren't any major flaws in such contracts that are built for us, because like I said, our third-party developers, we always look into very good when we're working with someone, their previous work and everything like this. So we really want to make sure that everything is very, very safe in our project. We know how important this is for investors. So we'd rather pay a BNB more for trusted developers, than with someone you didn't work before and who might be a little bit more sketchy. So yeah, we never go with this way.
True. So this third party is doxed or KIC?
Brewlabs is doxed, and they are even a registered
Awesome.
Australian company. So if they do shady stuff, I don't know if somebody is from Australia. The Australian government is very strict in blockchain fraud.
Awesome.
Yeah, they have linked ID profiles, so yeah, they are fully doxed.
Awesome. Now, this is the very spicy part, guys. Let's start with a solid question, and I would be really glad if you could sell me the Onlygems. So, let's try to pick one of the best futures out of the Onlygems Finance, and let me drop this. What makes your product unique?
Will you speak, TJ?
Oh, okay.
I can do it.
Yeah, do it.
You
do it today. You do it today.
Okay. So yeah, actually, what our project is special about is, I would say, we have a lot of possibilities of passive income. If you just look at our ecosystem map that I have it here on my screen, if you can see here the holder section, we have BNB rewards for you. We have prizes that will go into the holders as well if you want to be a little bit more interactive with our ecosystem and our community. We have token staking. We have Onlygems NFT staking. So yeah, that there is a lot of ways to earn passive income in our ecosystem. And we have also 5% commissions for each referrals from the mine. So yeah, that's one thing that is very great about being a holder in our ecosystem. And then the next great thing is that we have a treasury model, which is next generation actually model in blockchain, I would say. And we have utilities that will bring revenue to our treasury. And then treasury, like I said, it buybacks the coin and drives up the price of our coin. So yeah, that's actually a pretty simple and effective way to make a business on a blockchain. So yeah, that's essentially what we're doing. And another great thing about Onlygems Finance is that we always want to add something different, something unique to our utilities. And we're not stopping in half a year. We always have plans for the long-term future. We have plans for more and more utilities, and those utilities in the future will bring more and more revenue to our treasury, which essentially can then bring our market cap to very high levels. And after some time, everything is possible. So yeah, that's what I think makes Onlygems Finance so a very great project.
Awesome. Well, we are trying to keep this aim as collabs very, let's say, informational to not make it lengthy. So right now it is time for the community questions. But before we will open the VC for the public, and please, guys, if you got any kind of reusable and bots questions, do not even try to put it up there, because I leave the team space to say, no, this question doesn't seem unique. and I don't want to answer. So really make sure that your questions are related to the Onlygems, and this is what we do here. So guys, if you have something to add on for the main part before the community questions, just go on, or just say we can move for the VC questions, and then the written questions I'm gonna pick.
I think we've talked a little bit. I mean, about everything,
Yeah.
you know. So I think it's you know, a good time to start some VC questions if they have some.
Good. So guys, who wants to have a question, raise a hand, and I will leave you the chance to drop some of the questions. So I think it is good to have some of the your community members to ask, since I see the Onlygems profile picture. So I see the Abigail raising the hands. So let me just quickly load to speak. Abigail, can you hear us? You can unmute and ask the question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, we can. Welcome.
Yeah. For a second, let me set again my phone. Yeah, I can ask right now.
We can hear you. You can answer the question.
Yeah, first was I had a two question about Onlygems Finance.
Sure, go on.
First question is in what way you can Onlygems Finance generate profit revenue to sustain your project, and what is the revenue model? How do your investor and project become a win-win situation? That is my first question.
So yeah, how it is a win-win is
Yes.
Guys, maybe narrow it to the revenue model that brings the let's say value to the holders.
So yeah, our treasury is going to be the win-win situation for both of us, you know, because we can steadily increase our price floor with our utility. Also to say, actually, it's not important in a rewards token. It's not important how high is the market cap. The important thing is volume. So buy and sales always fuel that ecosystem. So don't panic when you see a sell, you know, somebody will buy and you will get your BNB rewards from it as well. Also to say that treasury is always taxed. So when the treasury is buying back, you will also get BNB rewards as well from it.
Awesome. Thank you, Abigail. Sure. We will move to another question. And
thank you.
I see the Garrison raising the hand, so I'm allowing to speak. So Garrison, you are now able to speak. Let's drop a question for the team of Onlygems Finance.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay. My question is, many people want to learn about your project, but they have problems with English. So do you plan a spread awareness about your project in different countries where English is not good? Do you have a marketing strategy aimed at developing many different communities such as Vietnam, Indonesia, Korean, Iran, Bangladesh maybe, about your project so that they can easily communicate and understand the project?
So for translation of stuff, like everything we have mostly set up in a bot in our channel, we can easily translate with a bot. We have international mods from Philippines, Malaysia. We have a Chinese mod. We have Turkish mods, I think one Iranian even. So we can assist already in other questions as well. Fortunately, crypto language number 1 is still English. But in the future, when we launched, we're going to expand the marketing, of course, to other countries as well. We have a channel set up, also a Chinese channel, we have a Turkish channel, and we have a Vietnamese channel as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. And can I ask one question again?
Sure, let's drop another.
Many new project comes only play pump and dump schemes. Few months later finish their project story with rug pulls or disappear. How will you convince people that you won't do the same? What are you doing to show these investors in regrets the true value of this project?
So, like we are KYC to CookieCell. CookieCell is very strict in handing out IDs to authorities if somebody is scamming, just to say this one. What I can just promise you, I cannot like everybody say defrag, because he's not there for 5 minutes. We are mostly of our time online. Our mods are there. We're always in contact with our mods as well. We try to inform as many as possible, and we can just promise you to work, like give us a chance, and we try not to disappoint, I can't buy trust, so I just have to hope for that you guys trust us, and we will deliver with our utilities and our work ethics.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. Thank you for asking.
We will slowly move to the last voice chat question, since really it is important to not bore the chat. So I've seen guy called Ali Al-Gamil really being active on the chat, and that he's trying to ask. So please, Ali Al-Gamil, I'm going to unmute. You're unmuted, so drop your question to the Onlygems Finance team.
Okay, thank you, sir. Are you hearing me good?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I will try to be quite fast in my question to let choice for other people to ask. My question is about the market now. Everything is low. I always have this question. Everything is low, and everyone is out from crypto this time. Bitcoin low, Ethereum, Litecoin, everything is low. And you have a new project, but it's in bad time. So what's your plan to do with that? If someone asks you this, what you will answer him?
Well, I will answer him. If everybody would be out of crypto, there wouldn't be 120 people here in the voice chat. It's one of the answers. So I see the chats are still very, very active. My whole Telegram today, I have I think in my one account, around 3,000, 4,000 messages, just of a few chats. I just see it as a chance, BNB is going down, gives a chance for investors to buy one BNB, maybe a full bag, when you're from a country who doesn't have that much money, so you can buy our pre-sale. It also gives you a chance, if we hit the bottom of BNB right now, that your initial even makes plus, even there will be no buys, so if it's 250 BNB, you buy 250 BNB, to 1 BNB in our pre-sale, and BNB will go back up to 500. You have already 2x without even somebody's buying the token, So it's actually a chance, and I can't wait for the market, because the market makes its own thing. It can just take forever now to recover to everything. And if we still see, we was at 250 last year to the same time, I think, and then we hit 600 to 700 in the BNB. So it can go like this. It can trade sideways. Nobody knows, unfortunately, I can't wait for it. I have old holders also, and they are tied up since 2 months, of course. So they don't want to be tied up that long as well. So yeah, our utilities will bring revenue in. It doesn't matter what stage BNB is in. Yeah, so that's what I just want to say, you know. And we haven't had an alt season as well, so
Yeah, I agree with that. Like
Yeah,
even
exactly.
the
Thank you,
markets.
sir. Thank you so much.
thanks for the question.
Thank you for the question as well, because that brought up like important point. Like even that the markets are down, it doesn't matter that the projects cannot grow. Yes, of course, the main coins or projects are dropping since the general trend, but in here we are kind of in the space where we are growing from thousands, hundreds of market cap. So still there is an opportunity to grow. You could see the grow in the Quint. You could see the grow in the cloud chat lately. Still, there are some opportunities if the product is good. So thank you for bringing up the question since it was important. And now, let's move to written questions. And there is a question we haven't touched yet, and it is from the Mr. AR. He's asking in which exchanges Onlygems gonna be listed, and what is your plan for listing in more exchanges? So, guys, let's modify. Let's talk about what will be the initial DEX, and so if you are planning do some centralized exchanges.
So yeah, we will launch on PancakeSwap because we are a BSC token. You will be able to see the charts on PooCoin and DEX Screener, I think. For the future exchanges, we see what's coming to us. I know there's some bad exchanges which doesn't bring anything, and I saw like exchanges doing nothing as well. No buying pressure as well. So we see if it's going to be the right choice where we go. After all, I still think exchanges, if it's not really the big five, it's only marketing gig. I will not settle for something small. If we go in an exchange, we will do a big one. So, but I can't say names because the big ones, you need money and you need to have a legit project already launched for a couple of months. Yeah.
Agree. Yeah, like the small exchanges, like sort of them, let's say Bitfinex, CoinTiger. Yes, like
exactly.
They are useful, but the users are kind of let's say bland and not there. So
Yeah.
the actual exchanges the projects will be looking for are the bigger ones, or the bigger ones like Bybit, KuCoin, Gates in the tier 2. Then of course the even tier 1. Like Binance or KuCoin. But yes, you need to have some record history, and that's the same for NFTs and being listed, for example, like on Binance. So this was a good question since we didn't really touch, and I completely agree with the Onlygems Finance team. The last question is gonna be something that there is present, but we touched only briefly. So this question is from Samira. Does this token have burn-in? If yes, please provide details. So guys, let's talk about the measurements to make sure that the supply gonna be decreasing.
So we will burn at launch 4.8%. We have 10% allocated for future burns. We never announce when we're going to burn. We will just burn them and announce it later on because of market manipulation. Then we have our treasury. The treasury buys back, and the token will be to 20% burned and to 80% added in the staking pools. So all utilities, all revenue, and all bought back tokens will always be part of it will always be burned. So that's how we decrease our supply over time.
Yeah. Well, I've came across the last question pretty much from the community. So I would love to thank everyone who asked the questions. Stop the questions right now. This is gonna be the last one. And this is from the Rock. And I like that he was listening from the start, and he's saying, they said there is an issue with the past project to register on CMC. What was that issue, and did they solve that for the current project? So guys, how are you planning to approach CMC now?
So the thing with the old project is we applied for CMC. We have never gotten a reply. What's happening here? Our CMC contact always said, I'm working on it, I'm working on it. We never got an answer about this one. So we figured out it's probably because of the name. Everybody knows CMC, they changed their requirements, listing requirements, and they are more strict than they was before after they listed a lot of scams. And they're doing now their due diligence. And this can just take too much time, you know. We waited like 2.5 weeks after application and we have not even got a ticket number. Yeah, so we couldn't wait for CMC anymore, and that's why we decided to post trading. For this way on, we have a very good contact now. Everything looks promising. I can't say any time frames. Of course, CMC, you never can say a time frame how long it takes. We're trying to be there as soon as possible. And our name and our project now, it doesn't look like it was before anymore. It doesn't look like a meme coin, and we are not a meme coin anymore. We are a utility coin to 100%, and this is going to help us to get easier listed now.
Awesome. Like, if you guys will have any issue, just feel free to refer to me, as I've listed like a few decades of the projects on the CMC, and it is always correlated with the launch volume and also the decrease in volume by time. So right now it is very hard to list on the CMC. And to be honest, like for example, fast track or stuff like that, it is very, very pricey and it is useless. You just need to be very precise on the filling the actual application and be sure that you are providing enough material to let the guys from the CMC work with. Like, they are really picky, and it is enough to have, for example, like change the image of the logo from PNG to JPEG, and they just decline. So if you got any issue, just refer to us. And as we are building the network of the Tayarra projects, we will be building the network kind of DApp where we will be able to see all the future projects. So we are more than happy to help. And yes, I completely agree. Like CMC, oh wow, like the support is simply non-existent, and for the CoinGecko, it is going even worse. So always be sure to hit the application on the launch day and to have it done with the help of someone who actually got some grasp on that. It is not necessary to have like a fast track, because usually this leads up to spending thousands for something stupid, but it needs to be precise. So guys, this was all of the questions we are going to answer. Let's keep it like really informational, full of value, and not to let people be bored. So I want to thank you guys for opting into Tayarra Hub. It was an amazing experience with the team of Onlygems. I think we can expect a lot from the team, a lot of futures coming up, a lot of the development. So guys, in the end, let's repeat for the listeners what events we are expecting in the near future.
So yeah, in the near future, we expect here a lot of utilities brought to you, and all that utilities will always help you to increase your investment. We're building here a project for investors, and it's made by investors. So we only give you guys what you guys also deserve. Yeah, so I just can ask for giving us a chance, and we just keep on trying and promising to deliver.
Thank you for the awesome Emma. Right now, I will stop the recording. You guys are free to go. Have a great Sunday, and we will continue with the wheel spin towards the winners of the amazing giveaway and Emma we had today. So stopping the recording once again. Thank you guys. You are free to go and have a great Sunday.
Thank you.